Alrighty everybody, we're going to go ahead and attempt a run rather, of the Xbox 360 version of Jeopardy here at the Arcade of Fun, which we've yet to do. Oops. So let's see how we do.
This is Jeopardy!
Can't believe I haven't started a run for this version of Jeopardy yet at the Arcade of Fun.
Welcome our contestants. Player 1.
Yeah!
Player 2.
Yeah!
And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round.
Let's do it.
Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. India.
Okay.
In the dictionary.
Uh-huh.
American history.
Mm-hmm.
Science grab bag.
Interesting.
Now appearing in a biblical book near you. And stars and their roles.
All right.
Okay, let's get back into it. After General Cornwallis surrendered at Yorktown, this American traitor accompanied him back to England.
Who is Benedict Arnold?
Okay, player 1.
American history for 400.
Player 1. In 1898, Americans were urged to remember the battleship named for this state. It sank in Havana Harbor.
What is the Maine?
Okay, player 1.
American history 600.
Player 1. This January 1st, 1863 document liberated all slaves in regions still under Confederate control.
What is the Emancipation Proclamation?
Okay, player 1. Good.
Here we go.
Please. The New Deal refers to the economic recovery and social reforms implemented by this U.S. president.
Who is Franklin Delano Roosevelt?
Okay, player 1.
Yes, indeed. Let's close the category.
Select. In 1609, this captain was injured in a gunpowder explosion and lost his leadership role in Jamestown.
Who is John Smith?
Player 1.
Yeah! There we go. Ran the category. $3,000.
We return to you, player 1.
In the dictionary, 200.
It's a 7-letter synonym for majorette, from what she does with her baton.
What's a twirler?
Player 1. That's correct. This enclosed glass container is used to keep plants and small animals, such as turtles and lizards. Player 1.
What is a terrarium?
Correct.
Okay. In the dictionary, 600.
We return.
Daily Double.
Answer? The Daily Double. And you have the lead. Clue. Appropriately, the word volcano comes from the name of this Roman god.
Who is Vulcan?
You have maintained your...
Yeah.
You again. Let's go over to Sap.
In the pronunciation for the word circus, the U is an unstressed vowel and is marked with what looks like an inverted E, called this.
Yes, player 1.
What is a schwa? Oh, let's close it out.
Please. The name of this horse breed tells us that it originated in the Perche area of France.
It's horse breed.
Okay, player 1.
What is a percheron?
You got it.
There we go. Ran that category. India, 200.
Player 1. The international airport in New Delhi bears her name.
Who is Indira Gandhi?
Let's hear it, player 1.
India for 400.
So Jamshedji Natta, an important businessman of this movie capital, used his wealth to enrich it.
What is Bombay?
Okay, player 1.
We'll go with India for 600. Hey, Tiger.
Player 1. As the new leader of India, Lal Bahadur Shastri led it into a war with this neighbor in 1965.
What is Pakistan?
Player 1. Right.
Indeed, Pakistan.
You again. The winner of the 1913 Nobel Prize for Literature, Rabindranath Tagore, was born in this former capital in 1861.
Former capital?
Okay, player one.
If it's a former capital, then it's got to be Calcutta.
That's it.
Yep, what is Calcutta? India 1000.
Player one. Let's take it over to Kelly.
The gesture here typically accompanies this common Indian greeting, from Sanskrit for to bow.
Let's hear it, player one.
What is Namaste?
Correct.
There we go. Now playing in a
Player
biblical
one.
book near
Back
you.
in scary seven-headed beasts are a vision to behold in this book. Player one.
What is Revelation?
That's it.
400.
Player one. Ancestor of one of the 12 tribes, Benjamin appears in this biblical book as his mom Rachel dies giving birth to him. It's player one.
What is Judges?
That's not it.
Oh.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Okay, player two.
Ezra.
That's not it.
It's not Ezra.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player three?
It's Genesis.
That is correct. Player three, start us.
Science grab bag, okay.
These cells from human embryos can grow into any type of tissue and may someday cure diabetes and Alzheimer's.
What are stem cells?
Yes, player one? Good. A lot of Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus are called this type of planet after a Roman god.
Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus are called this type of
Player
planet.
one?
What is Jovian?
Yeah.
There we go. Science grab bag for 6.
Select a material called URHGE can be manipulated into being a resistance-free super this.
Resistance-free super...
Player one?
What is conductor?
You are correct.
What is it, Tiger?
Please pick it. We're not faking. Alphabetically, it's last among the elements on the periodic table. Let's hear it, player one.
What is zirconium? No, not zirconium.
That's wrong.
My finger hit the...
Anyone
my
else
thumb
care
hit
to
the
try to come up
arrow.
with a correct
I was
response?
trying to put zirconium, but it wouldn't let me.
Let's hear it, player three.
Yeah, zirconium, I knew it.
Player three, you start. Let's get Kelly's assistance on this clue.
The two main kinds of lens are diverging and this type, that bends rays of light inward so they meet at the focal point.
Okay, player one.
What is converging?
Good.
There we go.
Where do we begin? Here's Sarah.
A mosaic depicting loaves and fishes is from an ancient church on the shore of this sea, where Jesus is said to have performed the miracle.
It's
What is
player
the
one.
Sea of Galilee?
Yeah, you're right. You again. Babylonian King Nebuchadnezzar appears in this book of the Bible, where he has some dreams interpreted. Player one?
What is Joshua?
No. Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's player three.
Ruth?
No.
Too bad.
Any other takers? Player two. You got it. Good. Back on the plus side. Player two. Start us. The Sermon on the Mount is recounted in books 5 to 7 of this gospel.
Sermon on the Mount.
Player one.
5 to 7 of this gospel. Who is... what is... Sermon on the Mount? I'll say what's Matthew.
That is
I
correct.
picked the right one. Stars and their
Player
rules.
one. Start. She was magazine editor Miranda Priestley, who fiendishly wore Prada.
Who is Anne Hathaway?
It's player one. No.
The other one. I haven't seen the Devil Wears Prada in forever. I've only seen bits and pieces, and that's it.
We're talking about Meryl Streep.
Oh, Meryl Streep, yeah. Okay.
Player 1. He was Julian Kay, an American gigolo.
Who is Richard Gere?
Okay, player 1. Hey, you're right.
There we go. 6.
Player 1. In 2005, this actor walked the line as Johnny Cash.
Who is Joaquin Phoenix?
Player 1. He was Charlie Chaplin in a 1992 biopic.
Who is Robert Downey Jr.?
Okay, player 1. That's it.
Last clue.
And here's the $1,000 clue. He was Heathcliff to Merle Oberon's Cathy in 1939's Wuthering Heights. It's player 1.
Who is Laurence Olivier?
You got it.
$16,600 at the end of the Jeopardy round.
The double Jeopardy round will begin right after this. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. Wolfgang. I want to be sea life. Blimey, Captain. TV math. And compound words. Player 2, make a selection, please, as we continue. Fred McMurray's title sons minus Paul Reiser's title dads.
What is 1?
It's player 1. Right you are.
TV Math 8.
Player 1. Colonel Steve Austin's title worth plus the amount of title days at a time for Bonnie Franklin. It's player 1.
What is 10 million and 1? Or what is 6 million and 1?
That's right. Way to go.
$6 million man plus 1. 1,200.
John Ritter's sitcom Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter times John Ritter's sitcom Company.
What is 24?
It's player 1. Good. We were careful. Tina Fey's title Rock minus Ashton Kutcher's title Men.
What is 27 and a half?
Player 1. Right you are.
Here we go. 2,000.
Player 1. Hawkeye's unit number in MASH plus John Lithgow's title Rock from the Sun. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is 4,080? Wow.
Player 1. The most famous event in William Bligh's life was the 1789 Mutiny on the Bounty, led by this man. Let's hear it, player 1.
Who is Fletcher Christian?
Good. Young Lieutenant Bligh sailed with Captain Cook, but was no help when Cook died in what is today this state. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Hawaii?
In 1792, 3 years after the Bounty Mutiny, Captain Bligh introduced this tree to Jamaica. Player 1.
I believe he introduced the coconut tree. No, we didn't.
Any other takers? Here's the correct response. Breadfruit.
Oh, breadfruit.
You again. 3 years after being named governor of this 3-word Australian state, Bligh was overthrown in a mutiny.
What is New South Wales?
Okay, player 1. Right. Before the mutiny, the Bounty Islands of this Pacific nation were discovered by Bligh and his crew in 1788.
Islands of this Pacific nation?
Let's hear it, player 1.
I'm going to say what is Fiji.
Sorry.
No.
Anyone else?
Foop.
Here's the correct response. New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
We return to you, player one. This aromatic herb of the genus Nepeta will drive your feline crazy.
What's catnip?
Okay, player one. Right you are. Player swallowtail, viceroy, and monarch are types of this insect.
What is a butterfly?
Player one. That's correct. If you've gone this, you might have said something extreme or fallen from the Queen Mary.
What is overboard?
It's player one. Right. Please. Answer. One of the daily doubles. And you have the lead. The clue. Looking for a needle in one of these is a metaphor for an impossible search.
What's a haystack?
That puts you even further ahead. You get, in days of yore, women sometimes rode in this style, meaning both feet on the same flank of the horse. Yes, player one?
What is side saddle?
Yep. Player one, back one of these dancers, so I'm practicing my arabesques and pirouettes so I can perform with the Kirov. It's player one.
What is a ballerina?
Yes. Please, one of these, from the Greek for star sailor, like John Glenn or Buzz Aldrin.
What's an astronaut?
Player one? Yes. Please, one of these, and deal with the health problems of vicunas, pintos, and Great Danes.
What is a veterinarian?
Player one? Right. Please, like Martin Luther King and the Dalai Lama, and be honored with this humanitarian prize given in Oslo. Player one?
What is the Nobel Peace Prize?
Correct. Player one? Answer. The other daily double. You are correct. Okay, here is the clue. This, from the Greek for straight, and make some big bucks correcting crooked teeth with braces.
What's an orthodontist?
Congratulations, you're still in first, player one. Player one. This herring-like pizza fish is attracted by light, so it's fished at night.
What is an anchovy?
Okay, player one. Right you are. Player one. Here's Sarah. She'll show you.
Sad to say, walruses as well as elephants were often hunted to get this valuable material.
What is ivory?
Let's hear it, player one. Yes. Select the skin of an octopus contains cells called chromatophores that allow it to do this when excited. Let's hear it, player one.
What is change color?
Good. Player one. Shovel, slipper, and spiny are species of this creature of the order Decapoda. Let's hear it, player one.
What is a starfish?
Sorry.
No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's player two. Right. Player two, where do we start? This white whale, related to the narwhal, is the only whale that can bend its neck. Player one?
What is a what is beluga?
That's right, way to go. Okay, let's get back into this. In a 12th century beast epic, Isengrim is a wolf who battles against the sneaky Reynard, one of these animals. Okay, player one.
What is a snake?
Here's what we were looking for. A fox. Please pick again, player. In a medieval legend, the town of Gubbio is terrorized by a wolf until this saint greets it and tames it. Let's hear it, player one.
Who is Saint Francis?
That is correct.
There we go.
Please, Raksha is the mother wolf who raises this human boy in Kipling's The Jungle Book.
Who is Mowgli?
Player one? Correct. Player one. This Jack London wolf character survives years of dogfighting and finally finds a compassionate human owner.
Who is White Fang?
Let's hear it, player one. That's it. And the $2,000 clue? In her novel, The Plains of Passage, a wolf named Wolf is the hunting partner of a cave woman. Yes, player one?
Who is Colin McCullough?
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, player two. That's it. I'll see you all for Final Jeopardy in just a moment. Everything depends on Final Jeopardy, of course, so let's take a look at the category, shall we? Authors. What are you going to wait?
Sorry.
Here you are, players, the Final Jeopardy clue. In 1949, he wrote, "If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever." And your response?
You picked Robert Heinlein.
And who
Nope.
asked you?
Everything, so you end up with nothing this game.
What did you say?
You picked George Orwell.
And this correct response will add
$650.
$100.
I know I got it right.
What did you say?
George Orwell.
With that correct response, you
So I end up with a one game winnings total of $222,222.
You are our new champion.
And I'll see you all for my next video.
So long, everybody.
What a game, what a game.